Right, here goes, round two. Let's see if this works. Hi everybody, those that are still there. If anyone's new, just cleaning my glasses, I do apologise. Right, I'm going to concentrate. I'm going to put my glasses back on and see if Victoria's coming in. Okay, request. Go live with waiting for Get the Gloss. Okay, fingers crossed. It's connecting. Oh, yes, she is. Hi.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Sorry, everyone. Don't know what happened there. The Instagram just logged me out and I couldn't hear you, but now I can.
Oh, well, that's good because apparently you were there, but I didn't see you.
Oh, well, I am here. Lovely.
Welcome. Thank you for trying again, and thank you for agreeing to have this chat, Victoria. It's really good to
a wonderful shirt to wear.
Well, you're wearing it beautifully. It looks fantastic on you. So yes, look at that.
That's really nice. Thank you.
Victoria's wearing our organic cotton lace carry dress, which is one of our best sellers this Christmas, autumn, and I think it's out of stock, but it's about to arrive back in any minute now. So and we've got the black one, which I think you got sent to begin with, didn't you?
Yes. Yeah. I don't wear black. I had one of those colour consultations once where they said to me, don't wear black because it just picks out your eye bags. So,
oh gosh, how funny. And did you used to wear a lot of black before that?
Yes, I used to love black. Yes.
Did you? That's so funny.
People are fine with black, but no.
Yeah, that's interesting. No, I don't wear much black. Thank you so much, Victoria. First of all, maybe for our followers that don't know about Get the Gloss and yourself, it must really make sense you introducing rather than me introducing exactly who you are and what Get the Gloss is.
Yeah, sure. So I'm the editorial director of Get the Gloss, which is a website, it's a sort of editorial content website on beauty, wellness and health. And we were started in 2012 with the idea of kind of bringing, as beauty journalists, bringing our little black book of beauty and wellness contacts to the general public. And the idea is we're kind of expert led. So we have this bank of about 350 top doctors, nutritionists, fitness trainers, makeup artists, and we call on them for beauty tips and advice, which we then share with our readers.
And is it you've got a great following on Instagram, but you also have a website and
yeah.
Do you publish anything or not? It's all digital.
Yeah, so basically we are it's like an online magazine. So we publish content daily about issues around beauty and wellness, and obviously in lockdown there was a lot going on. People wanted to know when gyms were going to reopen, and if so, what they were going to be like, all about, you know, what access to the beauty industry did they have, what was the best kind of tips for lockdown beauty, all that kind of thing. People's faces were getting very dry and the skin was getting very dry, and because of stress, because cortisol is very drying on the skin. That people were kind of shifting in what they were looking for in terms of obviously not going out, things suffering from sort of mask related breakouts and things. So so we're a resource for all that kind of thing. If we don't know the answer ourselves, we'll go and ask an expert, and we'll share it on our website, Get the Gloss, or and on Instagram and on YouTube.
Yeah, it's fantastic, isn't it? I think that's one of the great beauties of social media, isn't it? Is that, you know, these things are so readily available now to find out some really interesting things. And, you know, going through pre-menopause or perimenopause or beginning of menopause, whatever I'm going through, you know, if it wasn't for some of these, wonderful people like Liz Earle and the menopause doctor and stuff, I don't think, you know, it'd be a lot more difficult in our parents' generation. God knows how they found out.
And
the doctors still don't really know. So thank God there's women out there sharing all this information.
Yeah, exactly.
So great. So all our followers should follow Get the Gloss, because I've been looking and you do come up with some great tips. And one of them today I'll talk about a bit later, because I've already gone and told my sister what I want for my Christmas present, following a post from you, but we'll get to that. So just quickly, not quickly, but why I was keen to sort of interview you is because obviously being an expert in the beauty and wellness industry, we're talking to people about sustainability within the fashion industry, within food waste in the kitchen, within interior design, all sorts of areas. But I just thought it would be good to hear from you what changes you're seeing in the beauty industry coming through with sustainable products in terms of less you know, plastic in the packaging, more sustainable packaging, and the products themselves, and what brands you're quite impressed with, and just sort of filling us in from your expert side of things.
So the biggest thing, and I think we're all seeing, is packaging.
Yeah.
Even there's we saw it starting last year, but this year has been a notable shift in, it really isn't on now to send plastic if you can possibly help it. And we're noticing brands very much sort of pivoting towards paper, aluminium, like you probably find sustainable compostable bubble wrap, all of that kind of thing. So I've got a few things I just want to show you.
Great.
For example, beauty companies, they often do like Christmas baubles. And they were always plastic. They were always kind of.
They were.
And this is pretty much made of paper. I mean, brands have become, this is by Tan Luxe, illuminating tan drops. They are brilliant, by the way. They're one of the things I use all the time.
They're illuminating what? I need some.
Tan drops, Tan Luxe. They are amazing. They've got a really good Black Friday sale on, up to 70% off. So brands have got much better with paper folding. I mean, you wouldn't think it, but folding the paper so they don't have to use so much glue. We're seeing lots of glue, and also so they don't have to use plastic and plastic inserts. So inside are these tan face drops. Oh, I'll open them. Oh, so somebody's Christmas present is going to have been opened. Here we go. And a lot more use of glass as well.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
But we can talk about refills in a bit if you like, because that's a huge. Other packaging, so Balance Me, for example, we're seeing lots of plant-based inks, so it won't look as kind of strong and luxe as we're used to, but you know, that's a pivot we're going to have to make. Not in another product that they do, it's hyaluronic acid, which is very moisturizing. It's a sleep spray, but you put it here and it moisturizes your chest and gives this lovely sleepy aromatherapy. I don't have that one here, but that one pretty much has no glue, and so you sort of expect the packaging to fall apart a bit when you open it, which is good because we want it to biodegrade.
Yeah, that's great, isn't it? And what brand is that?
This is Balance Me, so they are a natural skincare brand, but very functional. So their stuff really works. And what you'd have seen previously is you'd have seen lots of inserts in the packaging. So I don't know, I've got one from Chanel here, hang on. So this is Chanel's new foundation. They're still doing them, you know, these kind of all single
shiny non-recyclable things.
Yeah, in lots of different languages. I mean, it's not too bad. It's got no plastic inside, but I'm not quite sure how recyclable the foil. Anyway, so lots of the smaller natural brands are going more towards not using inserts, using every kind of square inch of their packaging, and some of them even Pi Skincare. They're doing thicker packaging so that when you open it, it becomes a whole leaflet as to how to use it. So they're using the inside of their packaging too, which is really clever.
That is clever.
We are seeing more use of bamboo in lids.
Oh.
Cbd Bomb by Healthspan, a really great supplements brand, but they do a CBD Bomb. But I'm seeing quite a few more of these. Obviously, bamboo is quite a sustainable crop.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and I think you probably would have to kind of gouge out the inside here. I haven't got to the end of it,
right.
So
yeah,
a lot more of this, and it's really pretty.
Yes.
This by Green People just came in this week. So this Green People are a very as the name suggests, they're from the ground up, from the get-go. They've been
yes, they're very organic, aren't they?
Yeah,
and all natural ingredients.
But this is an all-in-one balm, and this is the first totally biodegradable pot. So
oh my gosh,
waste wood pulp. And I think you put it in the compost. I wonder if it says this. It's 100% biodegradable. It is all-in-one balm, 100%. It started life as waste wood pulp in a sustainably grown forest and decomposes to leave no trace. And what lots of brands are doing too, which I don't have here, is they're putting little seeds, like embedding seeds in the packaging.
I love that. So you can plant it and you grow a little bush or a plant or something.
Yeah,
it's really nice.
Compost, which is very nice. More packaging. Okay, this is quite cool. You don't see this too much. This is Mycelium Packaging, and this is a brand called Wildsmith, and they are kind of wild grown, quite an expensive sort of premium brand. Oh, thank you. Love your top, Victoria. Well,
who's saying that? Yes, very nice, Sophie. It's an Aspiga top. Yeah.
So this is, so Mycelium, I mean, it doesn't look that nice. It looks like one of those kind of insulating bricks.
Yes, it does,
And
doesn't
a
it?
bit like sawdust. And I think, so basically Mycelium is a type of mushroom, and they grow it. So you can grow it into the shape of your packaging. It's really clever. You grow it around a mold, and then it totally composts. And I think Origins I've seen using this.
Yes. Gosh, I love that. I never knew that existed. That's so cool.
Yeah, so on the inside, I don't want to break this in case I want to give it to somebody, or somebody wants to try it, but they've got, you know, on the ins, you can see them using the inside.
Yes, I can see.
They tell you how the mycelium packaging is made, and it's beautiful, beautiful, very luxurious skincare. Right.
So that means that they have to grow every single pot with something inside it, every single celium thing with things inside it. And I guess
It's really interesting to kind of dig a bit more into. I think it grows quite fast, and they do. I know in here they've bound it up with excess kind of waste wood chippings and things to make it a bit more solid. But not many brands are doing this, and I imagine it's quite expensive to do, and you can only have like a couple of molds. But at least some brands are doing it, which sort of pave the way and get the kind of research going.
it does, because the alternative is that awful, you know, what do you call it, styrofoam stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. But I think, I mean, even big brands, I've got Dior here, sent me their new super potent serum. I mean, this is what is it? It's Capture Total. But even the bigger brands are trying to make themselves plastic free. And actually, this is a totally plastic free mail out that they've done. They've done it, you know, they've wanted to make it luxe. They made a drawer. They've got a little ribbon there. This is all paper. So, you know, even brands are, you know, taking this on board.
Well, it is. It's great to know, actually, because I didn't realize so many were doing that with the. But that's very interesting about the green beetle actual pot being compostable. That's really.
And there's another brand called, oh, name escapes me, but they are made of old coffee grounds. They've made the lid from coffee grounds.
Oh, okay. Well, what we might do after we've done this series of chats is put a blog together. And we might list some of these brands that are doing it. So, you know, so people have got a go-to guide if they want to go to some of these brands. So that's really good. So that's the packaging. And is there anything else within the products that, I suppose a lot of products are sort of, you know, healthy and plant-based anyway, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. I mean, we're seeing a lot more vegan products this year because people are.
So that means not tested on animals, does it?
Well, there are two forms of. There's the Vegan Society certification, which means it's not got any animal ingredients in, and it's not tested on animals. And then there's PETA and Leaping Bunny, which are all. I think there's a piece on our website about it. I think they've pretty much it's all kind of cruelty-free, meaning no, it's got no animal products in it.
Yeah.
Such as egg, which you might, you know, think, or beeswax, or in nail varnish as well. You can get some of the colours are made from beetles. So I can't remember which colour it's called, but yeah, crushed beetle shells are in your nail varnish. So yeah, so in terms of, so you a lot of brands are not going waterless. Like you'd think, well, you know, saving on water, saves on packaging, saves on shipping, saves on weight of transport. And I think that is because of a safety issue. Because if they sell you kind of a tiny little bottle or something, which you then have to top up with your tap water, they can't guarantee that then what you put on your face is going to be safe. So I think why we're not seeing so much waterless beauty, but we are in terms of shampoo bars. Brilliant. Some of the new shampoos are really good. I like the one by Laura Originals, Lore. There's Nuddy. There's loads of really good ones. Conditioner bars.
Yes. I mean, I tried a conditioner bar. It didn't work for me. The shampoo bar.
I think it depends on your hair type. I mean, I need a conditioner in my hair, but you know, it's a start. You know.
No, but it's great, and it's good to know the ones you suggest, because I only just got one from the Zero Waste shop, and you know, it's good for traveling. But yeah, no, you're right. So those ones are coming without things, and obviously the soaps and you've got this. Someone's saying about toothpaste now. Have you heard about the toothpaste? There's like a little things that you can put in your mouth that are little sort of like strips of paper type thing that are toothpaste. Have you heard of that?
Brush instead of using.
What did you say? Sorry.
Instead of using a toothbrush, do you mean, or
No, it's instead of toothpaste. We'll
yeah, no,
find out. Someone was telling me about it. In fact, Amelie tomorrow might know more about that. But someone else was. Oh, they're capsules that you put in your mouth, I think.
oh, thank you.
Yeah, that help instead of having to buy the whole thing of toothpaste.
Speaking of capsules, actually, if we're talking about waterless, that is one area where skincare is going waterless. I haven't got any with me, but they're in my bathroom. But you know those Elizabeth Arden
Yes.
capsules, you've probably seen them, and they're twist off. So that enables skincare to be waterless because it's airtight, so it needs no it's got no water.
Yes, but the only thing about those, because I use those, is that plastic. Every time I use one.
Well, no, it's the first thing we ask. You can flush them down the loo, or you can.
Oh, that's really good because
I try to wash them out though, just to give them a little squeeze and wash them out, just because not sending skincare into landfill as well. But there's also a new brand called Bolt Beauty, B-O-L-T, which just does capsules. It does a cleanser. I know Mary Louise has tried that one. It does cleanser, hyaluronic acid, retinol, and something else I can't remember. But you can wash those down the sink.
But that's all great because not only is it, and it's less packaging and it's less transportation, less waste, you know, less fuel on transport if it's being shipped in. It's just fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah, use every drop. So you know, because it's dosed, it's enough for your neck. So you're using up absolutely everything, and then you can buy the refills in sort of pouches rather than your glass container.
Right.
I mean, I can talk more about Aluminium. This is a new shampoo and conditioner brand, and they do body wash as well, called Nereus. They are totally aluminium, so they're not using black plastic because, as we know, it's kind of pretty impossible to recycle. So what they've done is use black aluminium, totally plastic free. It's a little bit tricky to get the stuff out the top, but small price to pay. And so they're really enabling this kind of quite luxe black packaging by using aluminium. And as I'm sure you know, aluminium is indefinitely recyclable. So once it's produced, it can be used forever and ever, whereas plastic only has a life of about 3 or 4 recycles until it degrades so much that it ends up as fleeces and things, and then you have the microfiber issue of washing your fleece. And
yes, exactly. Well, that's good to know. I didn't know that aluminium was. I knew it wasn't as bad as plastic, but I didn't really know the ins and outs. So that's really interesting. So aluminium is, but Ren, the skincare brand, they're making moves to, they're developing an infinitely recyclable plastic. So the hope is that the plastic that's already around us can be used. But there's also this, Kevin Murphy is a hairdresser brand. He does lots of fantastic skincare, hair care. So this is made of, all his stuff is made of 100% ocean waste plastic. Is it?
Yeah, so that's stuff that has been reclaimed from the ocean. And there's another brand that you'll probably find in health food shops all over the place called Faith in Nature. It's a very affordable brand. They do they've been going for yonks, but they use ocean waste plastic. So basically they empower communities to go and clear up beaches and rivers, and they make them into things like this.
Gosh, so it's so good to know, Victoria, because I didn't know any of this. I really didn't. I just assumed that it was all still plastic. And I do buy Ren, and I've been really impressed with Ren. Their paper box, like you said, all has stuff on the inside. Their packaging is minimalist. I have been really impressed with everything I've been seeing them do, but I didn't know about all these other brands. So I think what we'll definitely do is we'll put a fact sheet together for people that do want some of these nice luxurious brands, because when you go to the zero waste shops, there are lots of other brands that you can buy there, but maybe not such specialist things like the hyaluronic acid and the more special face things and shampoos and the like. So that's really good.
There is one brand. Can I say one more?
Yeah, of course.
That's just won our Get the Gloss Beauty and Wellness Awards in the eco category, and it's called Upcircle, and it's a very young brand. I think they were on Dragon's Den, and I think they got loads of investment, but they use organic food waste and give it another life as beauty products. So they started off using coffee grounds and making them into body scrubs. So they'll have been through, you know,
first life.
Coffee bars in the East End. They'd have had a first life, and then they get used as scrubs. But they do serums, they do body creams, and it's always upcycling food ingredients. So this is a body cream, and this is made with extracts from leftover date seeds. So, you know, like you have dates and nobody, you know, the seeds just go into a big, I don't know.
Yeah.
They go lost. I mean, you know, but why not use the oils and give them another life? And it enables them to use organic ingredients, I think, at a cheaper price point. I mean, most of their stuff is, I think this is definitely under 20 quid. So it's quite affordable.
And what brand is that called?
Upcircle. And they do the most brilliant caffeine eye cream, which I love, which I think is in my bathroom. Oh, hang on. What have I got here? So they've got, so this is their face serum with repurposed coffee extract. So coffee.
I just love that. I think that's so fantastic.
Good, isn't it? Have a look at, Upcircle.
Everything that David Ashford was saying, you know, the food waste is one of our biggest problems, and we don't think about it. We just, you know, scrape things off the plate and put everything everywhere. And if you think in the animal kingdom, everything almost gets, you know, reused and recycled. What one animal's wasting, another one's eating, and then the pips come out somewhere else and plant a tree somewhere else. And we don't do that. So it's really, really cool that this is all happening. It's so, what's that one?
Sorry.
Oh, Mercia.
That was the last one. How about this? Larry King, the celebrity hairdresser, he's brought out his own hair care range. And this is, it's called Larry King. This is called Liquid Hairbrush Conditioner. But it comes, so this is the kind of gorgeous pot this is your kind of forever purchase.
Yes.
It's glass.
Yeah.
The pump is, you know, it's black, it's got a plastic spring. You don't want to be thrown that way. And the sun's just come out. So the refill is a aluminium tube. Obviously that's not recyclable. But so with these, you can squeeze out every last drop, and then you cut the top off and you can rinse it out. I mean, with any kind of tubes and things you're recycling, you're supposed to cut them off.
So you put that in your green bin, washed out. Yeah.
So this is easily recyclable. So,
and what does that do? Is you brush that into your hair as a conditioner?
Yeah.
But then you rinse it out, or not that particular one?
Yeah, just like a normal conditioner, this one. Oh. So he's got shampoo and conditioners and all sorts of things.
Oh, that's so good. Thank you for all
loads of sustainable things behind me.
You have. That is so brilliant. And it's so good to hear all of that. It really is. And on that subject, well, on this subject, obviously, you obviously are, you know, keeping an eye on all of this and impressed with it all, and telling your customers, which is fantastic. As I said, we'll put a fact sheet together. And what other things? What I saw on your stories today was this amazing shower head. There we go. That uses less water. Isn't that exciting?
Yeah. Kind of why not put it in a nice plastic, nice, you know, recyclable carton?
Yes, that would be the next thing. Yeah.
This is a shower head that screws onto, I've got one in my shower, it screws onto your shower, and it uses 25% less water, but it manages to make it feel like a power shower. So, you know, it feels more powerful. Isn't
that amazing how it can do that? I don't know how it can do that using less water, but it really does it?
Yeah, but it's got inside here, it's got these, I don't know if you can see, these kind of balls, and they're filters. And so it's, if you live in a hard water area,
which I do.
Yeah, you know, like when you go somewhere and your hair is suddenly all really soft. So this is like having really soft hair, and I guess you'd need less conditioner and stuff. But the other thing it has in it, where is it? Oh, it's got a cartridge. I mean, this is, you know, big blob of plastic. I wouldn't say this is sort of 100% necessary, but it's an aromatherapy citrus.
So you don't have to have that if you could take it out in the shower and still.
But you don't, you know, you don't have to buy the refill. So that's quite cool. That's by VitaClean.
VitaClean. And as you said on your thing this morning, because I've just sent my sister the link saying, can I have one of these? Because we live in...
Really nice. I put it in my bathroom and I didn't really say anything to the family. And then they started coming back going, oh, what's that really nice shower head?
Yeah, no, we have really hard water here because we're in chalk area. So so that would be great just to see how that works. And also, just like you said, saving the water and the power. Like you said, hopefully they'll move to the non-plastic packaging. I think what's really exciting about this arena, and about time too, is that everyone within the fashion industry and you know, the beauty industry has obviously really moved on a lot more than I realized. We realize we have to. It's not just the leaders in the field, it's everyone. You know, we really have to be doing it. Which is really good, because you know we only have this one planet, and we have turned into some sort of consuming.
Yeah, and especially at Christmas, you know, all that stuff that goes in the bin. But I think this Christmas is going to be a little bit different. I think people are going to be really, obviously, you know, budget-wise, it's different for a lot of people. Sorry, all of this winter sun has suddenly come.
It looks lovely. You look. I've got my back. My sun hasn't come out yet, but it looks lovely. It's giving you a nice glow.
Mm.
Yes, I think you're right. I think this winter, hopefully, everyone will be buying more consciously and stuff. So, just on the last thing, Victoria, what about refills? Like I heard that Clarins or some people. So, because what I've heard from people say, like I'm not particularly precious about what I use in my hair and my, you know, personally, but I know some people are very, you know, passionate about it has to be Clarins or it has to be whatever. Are some of these brands, can you send your packaging off, or are they coming in these aluminium tubes? Is that what?
Some of them I mean, this you can put in your household recycling. So that's kind of the optimum, really, because you can, some of the packaging brands say send it back, like Colgate, I think, were doing that with their toothpaste tubes. And then they were putting them in a TerraCycle scheme or finding some kind of recycling scheme that you could use. But I think that ideally is brands are moving towards things that everybody can readily recycle, or to make it easier for you, you know. So the Larry King one, as we said, L'Occitane were one of the earliest to do these refill pouches. So they've been doing them since 2009. And they're forever expanding their product range. This is a micellar water, which is a type of cleanser. And in their stores, when we're allowed to go in, you can bring in your empties. I think it's your empties of any beauty brand, and they will give you like 10% off your next L'Occitane purpose, because they are a TerraCycle recycling point in their stores, so it will go off to TerraCycle. Now, I mean,
so that's fantastic. So they were one of the leaders then, really.
Yeah, but this, for example, so this uses 82% less plastic than if you bought the original. It doesn't work out any cheaper, but you know, it's fine. What they tell me though is that this isn't recyclable or compostable. So that's a choice to make as well. And obviously it's got the lid, but you know, it's less carbon thirsty in terms of its production. And
so it's not recyclable. The plastic is.
No, that plastic. Yeah, see that then comes to the end of its life. So but another brand, Rauer, which is this most amazing. It's like one of the most eco brands that there is. It was founded by environmentalists. It's a hair care brand. I've got their shower gel here.
How do you spell it? What's it? Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so they use Rauer oil, which is this rare Amazonian oil, which is amazing for hair and really rich in antioxidants. But what they do is they work with the indigenous people who have farmed this for centuries to make sure that they can continue their way of life, farming it sustainably. So not cutting down bits of forest, but supplying the oil in a way that, you know, preserves the community. So it's kind of past the halo really for this. I mean, this is plastic, but it's I know they are working to be as kind of recyclable as possible. So their refills, they look like this. So you snip them off, not like the other one where you've got a stopper. And this is mostly compostable, as I remember. Yeah. So it's made with, it's made with kind of organic and natural plant oils, but this is kind of as much as papery as they could get it, while keeping the integrity of the product, because obviously they can't have it leaking, and if things have got oils in, it's got seepage if you put it in paper, so things have to be foil lined generally.
Yes.
This is as they told me, this is as eco as they could go with a refill.
Oh, brilliant. And so have you as a business put together a blog or any information on the sort of eco brands and what they're
yeah, we have quite a few. We've got quite a big piece on refills. it hasn't got some of these newest ones in, because it's brilliant that, you know, people are coming out with them all the time. I mean,
Yeah.
manufacturers, they're doing kind of solid deodorants with refills now. That's quite a popular thing.
Yes,
So,
I quite like my one, but that's got a little way to go because my solid deodorant is so solid. I can't actually. I have to sort of almost put a bit of olive oil on the top or
yeah,
water. Sort of. Maybe my house isn't warm enough. I don't know, but well, okay. Well, we might need to share some best practice here and see what you've done and see what we can promote to our followers as well. Because I just think it's good for people to know. And the great thing about doing that, and for brands like us publicizing it and you publicizing it, is it will help make the other brands. I mean, you know, we're teeny and they're huge, but all of this pressure helps. I think one of the things about sustainability is lobbying and pressure, because, you know, someone pointed out it's all very well me saving my top of my courgette or whatever, but really, you know, we need to change the big businesses and the government policies sometimes. So great. Well, we'll get some information you know, from you on that we can then also publish. Is there anything else that you want to add to, you know, what's going on or what you're doing or anything else?
Not really, other than it's, you know, it's been a really great year for sustainability in beauty. You know, it's now seen as something, you know, it's not seen as woolly and hempy, and I'm sure you're, you know, the fashion industry is kind of
Yes.
the way there. It's actually seen as really cool, and yeah, it's just really great to see how brands have been embracing that and how they make a virtue of it. I mean, like, I've just got a Christmas gift set here from QMS. It's a German skincare brand, a really good one. Sorry, my phone's going. You know, and they've put it in a tin so you can reuse the tin. I mean, yes, it is another item to own, but they, you know, they're really trying to think about ways not just to, you know, add more stuff for landfill.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, Victoria, I think that's really cool. Before you go, just quickly, I don't know if you've got a tip. I've been so disorganized. I'm so sorry. I did send you an email about 5 minutes before we started. And then I rushed upstairs to put some makeup on and came down and I realized it was 1 minute to 1 and I hadn't got anything set up. I'm like, someone who's bad at timekeeping, trying to do these things. I suddenly realized it's probably not the best idea. But on that question, I don't know if you saw it. Is there anything like we've got the last weekend of lockdown, if I want to lie in the bath and I don't want to send off and buy anything new, is there anything that I can do to make my face look like I've been to a very expensive facial, like any natural ingredients I have in my cupboard that I could put on, like honey or avocado? Avocado is not a good one because that gets flied in from.
Kind of putting food on your face just because, you know, just for kind of contamination and things. I kind of think the skincare companies know what they're doing. But in terms of, I would get your favorite oil or moisturizer, and all the top facialists say to me, massage, massage, massage. So you massage, spend a few minutes massaging it in along the contours of the face. So you've got lymph nodes here and here. You want to go in that kind of movement, so that helps drain all the puffiness from the face, and get your ring finger and just press along the eye, and really nice kind of little brow lift massage. And you can even do this kind of, there's a kind of brow lift thing that you can do where you kind of, you try and frown down and then you resist it.
Nice.
And you're exercising this muscle here to try and get yourself a crease-free forehead. So,
well, that I'd be having to massage for quite some time. I might be here for 6 months or something, but I'll certainly try that. I mean, I once had a massage. Someone came home and she'd forgotten her oil, and she just used the olive oil from the kitchen, which I thought was brilliant. And my skin's not particularly sensitive, so I'm not so worried about the cross contamination thing. But I think some people might have sensitive skins. But that's a really good idea. Okay, well, fantastic. Well, that's been really insightful. I didn't know half those things, and I've written down some of those brands that I'm going to look up, because they what's that puffing away you've got going in the background? Or is that, no, maybe that's the
somebody sending a like thing, you know.
Oh, that's funny. I thought you had some sort of diffuser going on.
A bit like a diffuser, doesn't it?
No, yes, exactly. I need to put my glasses on to see that.
Cleansing cloth.
Oh yes, we like those cloths. I mentioned them yesterday. They're brilliant instead of cotton wool.
Yeah, love these. There's loads of brands doing those now. So
yeah, they keep getting stuck in my washing, so I have to put them in a little bag to wash.
Yeah, put them in a bag. And I think there are, because they are made of microfiber, so you don't want to kind of allow the microfibers into the washing. I think you can buy these bags that you zip your microfiber things into that catch the microfibers in the wash.
Oh, I didn't think mine were microfiber. I thought mine were like cotton flannel.
Yeah, check. Yeah, well, the thing, mine are microfiber. This is Face Halo, and I've got, what's this? Solista, and I've got Farm Girl. There's loads. The ones that are microfiber, they get your makeup off without having to use cleanser, because microfiber is very kind of absorbent of the, you know, you have microfiber cloths for cleaning the surfaces and things like that. So, but you can get the cotton ones that you then have to add your cleanser to get the.
Yes, mine are the cotton ones.
Yeah.
Yes, I suppose it's half a dozen one and 6 of the other, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, well, that's all really good. Really good. Has anyone who's looking, I mean, everyone's busy and most probably working, and there's a few people watching, but I think also we'll get people, you know, people will look at it on Facebook and on our IGTV.
Sorry to interrupt. Guppy bag is a suggestion.
Maybe yes, the guppy bags. The guppy bags are good. Yes, thank you.
Thank you,
Kamala Hayes. We have got. We were going to sell those for some item. We bought some velvet trousers that were before we made our commitment, that were poly, and yes, they're very good. That you can buy them and put all your washing that isn't. Which we should be all doing. If you've got fleece or anything that isn't natural fabric, you should put them in a guppy bag. So thanks for that. Has anyone else got any questions they might want to ask Victoria on sustainability in the beauty area? Any questions? Have we got any questions? No, we just got the guppy bag.
Perfect.
Okay, well, thanks for that, Victoria. And if you hear of anything else that's exciting that you want to share, let us know as well, and we'll share it on our stories.
Thank you, and thank you for having me.
Good to see you. Take care. Bye.